Ain't nothing gonna block me from the pain I know. You have no other choice but to watch me reap the flames I grow. You probably think that I'm ungodly, but I ain't that though. But I ain't here to fight fair. I got everything to lose. Cheat codes and flatter, but I don't need those. I ain't playing by the rules. I ain't playing with you. Show you what these hands are doing. I ain't playing with you. Keep playing, I'ma show you what these hands are doing. We ain't even. They ain't submit when you daydreaming. Came needing to eat, I ain't eating in 8 weeks. And my mouth's watering like I stay teething. You can't reason with the animal that's loose and my brain's tweaking. You don't really know me. If you think you do get amnesia, got a problem, I'm subtracting you like a mad teacher. I'm that lethal like a threat to a mass preacher. I send you up to Christ if you crossing your act even. Preparation means opportunity, maybe. Big grade is ambiguity, baby. Too much at stake for your foolery, ain't it crazy? Keep on hating, it's fuel to me, you won't faze me. You ain't really hard like you imagine and bragging about being toxic, but you ain't really that hazardous. Rap God, if you don't believe in me, then it's blasphemous. Everything that you are is an acronym to my adjectives. But I ain't here to fight fair. I got everything to lose. Cheat codes and flatter, but I don't need those. I ain't playing by the rules. I ain't playing with you. Show you what these hands are doing. I ain't playing with you. Keep playing, I'ma show you what these hands are doing.
We find ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Today we've got a Week 5 matchup in store here, as it'll be the New York Jets taking on the Denver Broncos. The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Now their 31-year-old running back, Raheem Mostert. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. Now Tua signaling to change things up. Second down, here's Mostert again. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. They'll try and run here with Mostert. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. The gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. The Broncos at 1-3 here in the early part of the year. They've lost 3 straight here. It kind of goes without saying, I guess, but they could certainly use a win.
Yeah, no doubt about that. There's a difference between a losing stretch and a losing streak, and right now, they're not playing their best football, but if they were to fall here, and now you're looking at going 4 games without a win, things can start compounding themselves pretty quickly from this point forward.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. The leading rusher in NCAA history from Youngstown State. Here's Jaleel McLaughlin. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Well, this defense for the Jets, they were terrific last week in the victory over Kansas City.
And I don't know what the actual percentages are, and I don't know the analytics when you create 5 turnovers or takeaways in a game. But coaches always say, when you create a number that high, your chances of winning probably up over 98%. I haven't seen that number quantified, but I believe them.
To his throw, caught here by Dulcich. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 40. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 right at the 40. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. He's got Burton here. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. Not liking the look. They'll change the play. Second down. Here's Mostert again. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10. Once again, it's Mostert. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Now they'll throw with Tagovailoa. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on third down.
It's been a pretty long opening drive. This will be play number 11 coming up on third down. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Jermaine Johnson able to record his 5th sack of the season.
We always talk about how teams are so competitively matched and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on third down.
Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, you and I both know that's a crucial miss because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
Rodgers and the Jets now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now the second-year man back from injury. It's Breece Hall. That's to about the 28. Second down coming up. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Now a play fake. Rodgers. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And they work this well upfield across the 45. On play action, Rodgers. He finds Wilson. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Garrett Wilson with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Jets get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point. He's got it, and the Jets lead 7-0. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And the way their last drive ended, boy, it was frustrating. They had a pretty good drive going. It was sustained, and then it stalled out, Charles, and they missed the field goal and got nothing out of it.
Is that insult to injury? Because they had such a sustained drive, as you noted. So you know for the head coach, it almost felt like a little bit of failure to send out the field goal unit and then to not even see the ball go through the post. What a bummer on that last drive for them. Got to pick themselves up from that one.
On third down, here comes Mostert. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter about to begin from Denver. It's the Broncos in possession of the football. Now, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They run with a former Bengal. It's Samaje Perine. And he'll be brought down very close to the spot he needed. And it's going to wind up being enough. Maybe by less than a football, but a conversion nonetheless on 4th and 3. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Tua sets up to pass it. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
They fake the handoff. Now Tua. The pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss. Well, on that one, they go with a play fake, CD, but I don't think anybody really was fooled. All eyes were fixated on the quarterback, and they got him to the ground.
And to run this play successfully, you've got to make sure that everyone is doing their part. You actually have to sell this play. You've got to sell the run action. Otherwise, why do you stop at the running back? You just run straight for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
On fourth down, it's Riley Dixon on now to kick it away for Denver. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And just a 30-yard punt that time. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing, and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. On play action, it's Rodgers. Steps away to his left. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. 2nd and 2, first down marker at the 8. On 2nd down, a run with Hall. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. They'll run with Hall. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Breece Hall. His 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jets have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Zerline AT. And that'll make the score 14-0. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still 2nd quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. From the gun, it's Tua. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and forever. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Not many boos just yet from this home crowd, but they may be starting soon as I'm starting to detect an uneasy murmur through this crowd. This offense, they've been lifeless in this first half. And now here's another punting situation and a 4th down.
Fourth down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. And take it right on the 30. 1:54 left on the clock here in quarter number 2. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. On play action, now Rodgers. Oh, he's going up top for Wilson. That to the sideline, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Fabian Moreau. And the Broncos are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. A high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete.
Perfect example of the kind of attitude you have to play defensive back in the NFL. You want to be the only defender around, and you want them to challenge you. And on that play, he came through.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. And he is not going to get to the marker as they stop him short at the 14. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. That's into a crowd and intercepted. And he's going to get this on down to the 13-yard line. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
And he stopped immediately there. Now a 2nd and 10. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. Sliding out of the pocket. That is caught. And he'll be out of bounds. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal. Here's Rodgers. He's got Wilson, and that's a Jets touchdown. A great effort there as the first half is winding down. And the Jets would extend their lead here just before halftime. Zerline connects on the extra point, and it's now 21-0. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. This taken in right around the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find...
Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Sauce Gardner picks it off. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Well, Charles, you know, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. And they're going to fake it. He wants to throw it here.
Got it inside the 10. Still not a first yet.
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. And the Jets set to receive this third quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the second half.
And the fair catch signaled for and taken, so they'll begin this third quarter from their 25-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
Second half starts with a run by Hall.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. To throw, it's Rodgers. Wilson's got it complete. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half. Rodgers going to throw. That ball is caught. Marquez Valdez-Scantling.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
On first down, Rodgers. He completes it to Wilson. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 12 more yards there and another first down. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. Being chased out left. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter.
Running left, it's Hall.
And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. 7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Throwing now is Rodgers. Dancing to his left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit. A lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
Zerline's kick is up and through, and the route is on. It's 24-0.
Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Tua going to throw.
Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time.
Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
Boy, Charles, that is now 3 interceptions in 3 consecutive drives, and you can see he's just got a look of disgust and bad body language, understandably, as he walks off the field.
And I think it comes from the fact that he's not sure what he sees down the field, Brandon. I don't know if he's seeing ghosts. I don't know if he just can't read defenses. I'm not sure what it is, but that's why he's frustrated. Think about the defense right now. Every time they run on the field, They've gone from hoping to intercept the pass to expecting to intercept passes. Their confidence at an all-time high right now.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Here's Rodgers to throw. They'll roll him out right.
Out right, he's got Ruckert.
7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
Straight ahead is Hall.
And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score one touchdown, you're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got one, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
Here we go. Here we go. Watch twins. Watch twins. Undercut. Over here. Bang.
One more time with Hall.
And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1.
Well, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. They'll look to run with Hall.
And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown.
Breece Hall.
His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year.
And the Jets will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd.
Now Zerline on to add the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
This taken in at the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
On 2nd down, Mostert. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. Here's 3rd and 7.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
Looking to pass. Tua. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by DJ Reed. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. So after the INT, it's Rodgers.
This one finds Wilson downfield.
Touchdown!
Garrett Wilson.
29 yards.
And the Jets are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter.
Zerline now for the PAT. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
You're exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play. multiple plays that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
Welcome back now to Denver. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. The Broncos on third down. Just one conversion in 8 tries. Not good. This will be 3rd and 5. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a 4th down. This run defense has been pretty stout all game long. Now you're here in the fourth quarter. Should rely more on the passing attack?
I don't think you have any choice, and I don't think you have to dress it up at all either. Throughout the first 3 quarters, you're still trying to convince the defense that you may run the football. That's out the window right now. Protect, let your quarterback operate, and try and find some targets in the open field downfield.
This is taken at the 15. A good return there, 17 yards.
And the Jets will take over.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession.
You just kind of feel for the defense right now, this deficit. They have not been able to stop them the entire game, Charles. And some hands on hips, some long faces out there on the defensive side. Oh, they're like,
that's caught inside the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. 4 touchdown passes now for Aaron Rodgers.
And the Jets are well on their way to a 5-0 start as they extend their lead. Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up this secondary. A clinic on how to attack a defense and take them out of the game.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Denver offense at the line, ready to go.
We're facing a big fourth quarter deficit here. Things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season. But in this one, well, their defense has really struggled.
DJ Reed, who played in college at Kansas State, made the tackle.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
They go back to the ground, this time Mostert.
And he powers his way up past the 30.
Here is 3rd down and 4.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. That is caught and able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
Up the middle they go with Mostert. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. That 2 is going to change things up.
Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
A run with Mostert up the middle.
Yeah, this is only going to be a gain of 2. He needed 3. It's 4th and 1. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
He needed a yard. He didn't get anything. And the Jets are going to get the football back.
Rodgers and the Jets now with a 1st and 10
at the 33-yard line. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Got a man here. It's Wilson. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Rodgers now on 1st down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
At this juncture, CD, you normally see teams pack in the passing game. They've got the huge lead. Not them, though. They're still taking their shots.
I remember reading in past history, there was a college football coach in the Hall of Fame whose nickname was Close the Gates of Mercy. Well, he wasn't really big on that. He was big on go ahead and scoring. He's kind of reincarnated right here. We're watching it in front of us.
On third down, here's Hall.
Oh, he's got some breathing room.
And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line. 57 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Now it's Rodgers.
Boy, a dangerous throw there. Fortunate for him, it'll wind up incomplete. But their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
Handoff, running left. Here's Hall.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Now Rodgers. He'll buy some time right. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
So Rodgers will depart, and on is Greg Zuerlein for the Jets field goal. Zuerlein's kick is up and through. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Nice chunky yards on first down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on second. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes.
Carl Lawson in there to get him. It's a loss of 5.
But one thing I do know, these guys on defense, they don't want this game to end. They're winning by multiple touchdowns. They've shut down the opposing quarterback in a big way, and they're still picking up sacks as we approach the end of this one.
What do they have for this? 3rd and 11. On the handoff, this is Mostert.
And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Here's Riley Dixon now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Take it at the 37. Unable to corral him. He fights through. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Switch. Jump out. 47 Mike, 47. So don't say it. 47's the Mike, 47's the Mike. 47.
Rodgers looking to throw. And this is caught inside the 5. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
And even with the game seemingly in hand, they're continuing to fire away, pressing the ball down the field. Listen, it's worked all day. No reason to go away from it now.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Now Zerline on and the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Certainly not what they wanted there, so the football by rule comes out to the 40.
Well, not one you see often there as he fails to keep it between the sidelines, and that is a penalty every time and going to give this offense better field position.
And it's every kickoff guy's nightmare, isn't it? Because you don't see yourself doing this, and most of the time you don't. It's absolutely a mishit, and now your team pays the price. Bad field position.
And that is going to officially draw the curtain on this one as the last throw intercepted. And the Jets come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. Charles, when you look at the stat sheet, you realize that both sides of the ball were so dominant in this game. And on offense, not only did they score it, but they did it through the air as well as on the ground. Everything was working.
And you know that the guys who scored the touchdown, who contributed that way, that threw them or ran them, they're going to find our cameras and have a big grin for them.